He's talking also about free tuition for junior colleges. How likely is that to come to pass, especially in a Congress that wants to keep spending down?
I would say not that likely. I mean, the one of the big problems that they're going to have is that the White House so far is refusing to put a price tag on this program. Free tuition,
2 years.
free for whom? Free for the students, right? But someone's going to have to pick up the tab, and the White House is proposing a kind of federal-state partnership in which each would pick up part of the tab. But that's going to require some action from Congress, and so far the reaction in Congress has been very skeptical. You're seeing John Boehner's office said, this looks like a talking point, not a program. We don't have a price tag. We don't know what this says. We don't know what the legislation looks like. And conservatives are pointing out that it's not free for everybody, that someone's going to have to kick in the money here. That said, it's a very popular message. And the White House has done a pretty good job of finding those and exploiting those. And they're bragging this morning that the video that they posted to the president on Facebook talking about this proposal is now their single most watched piece of social media video. So they're pretty happy with this. And it fits into their broader message of being better off under Obama, either in fact or would be if only the Republican Congress would do what he says.
Is that a good message, Jean?
Well, it is a good message for the White House. And I mean, we'll see how this one plays out. And the only reason I sort of hesitate is because education is a very important priority for Boehner. It is one, he passed a bipartisan education reform bill with Ted Kennedy, a decade or so ago. And he views that as one of his biggest achievements during his time in Congress. And if there is a way to figure out how to finance this, he might be open to it. He's rightly skeptical if there are no details around it. He can't embrace something and then discover when they put it out that it involves a 5% tax increase, which it won't. I mean, I'm being extreme there, but you understand my point. He's right to want to see the details.
Yeah, and the president is talking about this today in Tennessee. It's modeled after a Tennessee program called the Tennessee Promise, and that was actually supported by the Republican governor, Bill Haslam. But the difference with that program is that was funded by state lottery funds, and the other Republican senator from Tennessee, who's actually also very active on education issues, is now chairman of the Health and Education Labor Pension Committee, Lamar Alexander, he has been skeptical of what the president is proposing because he thinks that states should emulate what Tennessee is doing and there should not be a federal role in that effort. So you may see some interest from Republicans, but mostly on the state level and not to have a bigger federal role.